Hello and welcome. Thank you for tuning in to Goddess Tulsa After Dark. This is where you let your hair down, get you a beverage, prop your feet up or down. Now it's time to hit the like. Are you subscribed? Don't forget to hit that cash app because it's After Dark with the Goddess. Hello, everybody, and thank you all for coming out. I'm your host, Goddess Tulsa, better known as Queen Tulsa. I'm here tonight to continue to press the issue trans lives matter. Women's lives matter. Protect women, protect all women. So, yeah, that's why we're here tonight. And we'll be looking at a few clips tonight based on the violence and, just bringing attention to it. A lot of people may not agree, but that's fine. That is totally fine. I will continue to educate. I will not be quiet. I will not be silenced. I will continue to use my voice as long as I have it. I'm here to speak up for the voiceless, for those that, are afraid to come out and say, hey, I've been hurt, or even call the perpetrator out. I haven't been the same since the incident. I won't be comfortable until justice has been served, until this guy and this female is locked behind bars where they belong. Animals, dogs and cats would have gotten justice before me, in my opinion. If it had been a white woman, I feel like she would have gotten justice. Things would have been taken serious. I don't feel like I was taken serious. And tonight, I'm going to blast my YouTube stream with information on my trans sisters. If you are a new subscriber, I want to definitely thank you for subscribing to the channel. If you are a returning subscriber, I definitely want to thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for being open to being educated. Thank you for being open to engage in the dialogue that we're going to have tonight. And really what I want to do is show some videos, show some clips of what's going on, what's been going on. Justice will be served. Justice will be served. I will continue to keep talking about it. I will continue to keep going live about it. And I'll also continue to show up on people's panels. Even if it means, I have to still, continue to go. Even though it may be frustrating and, time consuming, but I feel like justice, there's no limit on it. I'm going to keep going. Mm-hmm. So give me 1 second as I update everything. We got to definitely protect all women. And women, we need to stop down talking and downplaying each other because nobody respects us. Nobody respects us. And they give us their tushy to kiss, And I just feel like us as women, we all have little things in common. You are not as separated and divided as y'all think. Absolutely. We have a lot more in common than what y'all think. Absolutely. So why not? I'm willing to, take the sacrifice and, like I said, I'm gonna continue to blast it in you guys' ear. I'm going to continue to be, um, I want to be as informative as I possibly can. This affects me. This affects my community. This affects those that are coming behind me, those that have come before me. Absolutely. So, without further ado, we'll go ahead and get to the unsolved murder of transgender woman, Misha Caldwell. So, that's the first story that we're going to cover. We'll be right back.
The busiest night of the week at the Wanderlust Club, a rare safe space for some in the LGBT community finds it easy to be themselves.
One of the biggest issues when it comes to transgender people is that society does not understand or is not willing to understand. I hope my music's working. A lot of people, they still deem it to be a choice. But who in the right mind would choose to be targeted?
For many in the LGBT community, drag is a way of celebrating identity. Vivacious, powerful, witty, fearless. And that honesty is all the more important here in Mississippi, one of the most conservative and religious states in America, where coming out can take courage, especially for the transgender community. A community that last year was touched by tragedy in what would become one of the deadliest years on record for transgender people in the United States.
Okay, guys, so I have to stop the video here and there just to give commentary because this is someone else's video. So, what I did want to say is I'm not trying to tell you how to believe. I want to give you information so you can see from a different lens of traumatizing situations. And I know there's this stereotype of, oh my gosh, they were trying to trick somebody. So to unalive all those rumors, let's get into the real stories. Here we go.
It was here in January 2017 that Misha Caldwell, 41, an African-American transgender woman, was found murdered by the side of the road. And more than a year on, no one has been charged for Misha's murder. So who killed her? Why was she killed? And why is it so dangerous to be a transgender person in America today? Misha was a popular woman in the community, known for being a talented hairdresser. Her friends describe her as a local legend. She'd been an outgoing, confident woman who gave many of them inspiration and hope. One of her closest friends, Noelle, left the state 2 years ago. She says she was worn down by the stares and the lack of opportunities. She's now back in Mississippi to reminisce with her old friend, Malaysia.
What happened?
Okay, so of course you guys know I have to stop, give commentary here and there. So where we are now is, we have rest in peace, Misha Caldwell. She's deceased. And now we have two friends that are coming together to celebrate her life. So when you say, don't nobody care about you, I want to put that rumor to rest right here.
As they try to understand what exactly happened to Misha.
You look good.
She was herself. She was open. She was honest. She was transparent. It was just something about Misha that all of us drew to. It was just the realness.
The same sweet girl every time I saw her. No matter what situation was going on in the club, no matter what happened in the clubs, whatever. I mean, we made a partnership with one another.
She sounds like a happy, confident person.
Absolutely. Absolutely. She never steered from who she was. She was like an inspiration for me.
A role model.
Yeah, a role model.
Misha was very strong. Misha was very smart. Misha would fight. She could definitely take care of herself. So when this happened to my sister, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't accept it.
Do you remember where you were when you heard about Misha having gone missing and then her body being found?
I was in my kitchen cooking dinner, and my son, he said, "Well, girl, they got Misha." Mm-hmm. Oh my God! Just in disbelief.
So, of course, I have to stop every now and again and just give commentary. So, like I said, a lot of people, when they come out or they are trans, our support system usually comes from our circle, our community, because we all are familiar with the mistreatment. And so we're like, okay, let's just build our lane. Let's be in spaces where we are protected. And so we form these bonds with each other. And this is how sisterhood is really brought together. Us girls, we sharing experiences and, meeting in these spots. And that's how we become connected. And the club scene, I don't know if you guys know about the ballroom scene. The ballroom scene is pretty much where you have like different houses, so they're different families and they walk categories and things like that. If you've seen Pose, you have a better understanding of what the gay families are like. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and continue with the film that we have going.
About the whole situation, that had to have been the hardest thing for me to hear. Because I want to say a week to 2 weeks prior, she was just sitting on my couch.
The coroner said Misha had been shot 3 times in the neck, chest, and arm. Her murder is still being investigated by the local sheriff's office and the FBI. Neither will comment on an ongoing investigation. Her death was the first recorded murder of a transgender person in 2017. The Human Rights Campaign recorded at least 28 killings that year, the worst on record. While Misha's case remains unsolved, LGBT activists here in the South say the reason why it has become so dangerous is due to recent legislation.
We will prosecute to the fullest anybody who targets the transgender community.
In 2016, Mississippi introduced a bill allowing organizations and individuals to refuse to marry, serve, or employ an LGBT person based on their religious beliefs.
I think a lot of people have felt emboldened by.
So, this is supposed to be the land of the free. We're supposed to have all these rights, but then we don't have these rights. Then when we get a bill that protects us, everybody's panties fly up in their butt. That's the problem. If you're that person, you are the problem.
The kind of anti-LGBTQ legislation that we have experienced.
So you see a direct line from legislation to violence?
Absolutely. I do believe that not just the legislation, but I do believe that the kind of rhetoric and the coarse conversation, the coarse talk that we've heard from the person who was a candidate and who became our president has definitely fueled the fire here in Mississippi. Fill me up, send me out. Fill me up, send me out.
Okay, so not really sure, but I've actually been in Mississippi. I remember being there as a child, and wow, the history. Now that I think back on it, is so much history in Mississippi. And for me as a child to experience that is just something amazing. Let me go ahead and play.
The church here in Mississippi is hugely influential.
Jesus. Amen.
Not even righteous. And it was the Baptist church that gave the recent bill its blessing. For those within the LGBT community, they say that this is discrimination and that they feel second-class citizens because of this bill, and that they feel fearful of recriminations.
We'd be adamantly opposed to any violence against any human being, period. There's no question. It's wrong, wrong, wrong. Has been, will be, always will be. But that does not suggest that we would think that we should compromise on this issue for ourselves. The bill in no way empowers prejudice. The bill in no way empowers hate. The bill simply says that if you have deeply held religious convictions, you have the right to say no.
Let's give it up for Miss Alaska.
Saturday night in Jackson, Mississippi, and on the outskirts of the city, we're at one of only 2 LGBT bars in the area.
In Mississippi, I would say it is pretty tough because this is like the biggest gay bashing Christianity state ever.
Kachara is a young transgender woman currently transitioning, and she explains the struggle.
Wow. Okay, so we're on Kashara's story, and she's actually going to fill us in on her story. And every single one of these beautiful women that are coming up and being shown have a wonderful story of greatness, because they didn't let society hold them back, pull them back, um, and change their happiness. You know, you've got to find you've got to find your own happiness, and you've got to be happy for yourself, you know, because a lot of people that, you know, bring you down, they're not happy. But we'll keep going.
Struggle of dating and forming relationships in a state where many feel it is now the law to discriminate.
I didn't want to hide anymore. Like, I want to be treated like a woman. I want to be treated like basically a human being. Like, take me on a date, take me out in public. Don't be embarrassed to go out with me. I think I look pretty feminine. So why are you embarrassed? I had this one guy. He told me that he would kill me if I was to ever tell anybody about our relationship or what we had going on, because he didn't want to be out. He has a reputation. That's not something that he wants on his name.
Misha's death fits a disturbing pattern. The majority of the 28 transgender people murdered last year were women of color in the South. Their friends believe they were killed by men they know, men who lash out through prejudice at a community that feels.
You know what's more sickening and disturbing is that these men are just so okay with putting their hands on women. These women are okay with just sitting by, watching, cackling, but sis, that could be you. And let's just say, if that was a biological, you know, if that was a biological female getting it, if I seen a biological, my sisters getting attacked by a man, what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to try to break it up. I'm not going to sit around and think it's cute, you know, but some women, they do that. Some women, they do that. Some women are just plain jealous, and it's a sickness. But we'll keep going.
It has no laws to protect them.
We belong in Mississippi. I mean, this is my home. I've been here almost 40 years. You know, so for me to pack up and leave someplace that I call home because y'all too ignorant to understand, or y'all too ignorant to want to gain knowledge and understanding about a community, all I can continue to do is what I'm doing is pressing the issue and pushing the issue and allowing you the opportunity to open up that door of inclusion.
Well, since we filmed with Malaysia, the last person speaking there to Kieran Moodley in his report, she has decided to leave Mississippi. She tells us she hopes to find a safer, more affirming environment for her and for her work in transgender education and advocacy.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, give me a second. We're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back, okay? Hello and welcome. Thank you for tuning in to Goddess Tulsa After Dark. This is where you let your hair down, get you a beverage, prop your feet up or down. Now it's time to hit the like. Are you subscribed? Don't forget to hit that Cash App because it's After Dark with the Goddess. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming back to the Goddess Tulsa show. I'm your host, Queen Tulsa. And so tonight I am overloading the internet with the truth about me and my sisters. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
Bella is my daughter, biological daughter that I could never have, but came into my life to remind me of how beautiful Black trans women are. And to me, she's the hope. I've seen her fall. I've seen her cry. I've seen her laugh. I've seen her dream of having a better life. I've seen her go out into the world knowing that sometimes she may not come back. But she always stood strong and led the world that she too had a right to be here.
What I hope for the future is that I can walk outside and don't have to feel pressure or that's itching feeling in the back of my throat where I feel just scared and just like, okay, well, who's going to look at me? Who's going to laugh at me today?
I feel accepted when I'm able to state my opinion from a trans standpoint and from other standpoints and be able to speak for other people who may not have a voice for themselves.
I feel accepted when people respect me and my pronouns when I step into a room. Hi, my name is Bella Monet. My pronouns are she, her, Black Barbie, the queen. Okay, I mean, I'm nervous.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, if you are just now coming to the show, this is an overload of information about my sisters, about my community, and I don't know a way to start, but I'm just starting with videos. So until I get a strategy down of how I'm going to navigate, just bear with the sister. But I will be an overload. There are my sisters that did not survive a hate crime. I am so fortunate that I did. This is my fight. I will not be silenced. I will not let it continue in my life. I'm not only fighting for me, I'm fighting for my sisters that have lost their lives to hate crimes, those that are voiceless, those that are dealing with stuff right now and scared to come forward. I'm setting a tone to say, we're taking back our power. I'm taking back my power. Trans life matters. We should be able to occupy spaces without being taken up out of here because of jealousy, because of hate, because of what? Because of feelings, because of something that you don't like. And then we have these enablers that sit around and enable that behavior. There is no accountability in the Black community and other communities towards us. So when you say, stop talking about it, well, I can't. We have too many stripes against us. We're Black, we're trans, and we're living out loud. And some people don't like that. I'm here to stand up for my sisters. I'll be the voice. I'm putting myself out there. Because the pain that I feel from an unwanted attack is really, it's just not okay. And this stuff happens every day. And it goes unwanted. Is that the Wiley? Hi, Wiley. Well, Wiley is here. Oh, that's Wiley. Hi,
Hey,
Wiley. No.
I did see the clip, Queen Tulsa. So if you want to come on my channel to talk about your story, are you free in the next 10 minutes?
In the next 10 minutes, sure, I can come over.
Yeah. So I'm gonna send you the link. Let me see if I can I send you the link over here? I don't know if I can send you the link over here.
Let me see.
Let me see. Because I did see.
In the private chat.
Oh yeah, I can send in the private chat. Let me send in the private chat. I'm gonna do it right now.
But then I also want here. Let me see if I can find you on Instagram because I want to send you a clear clip because I noticed on the news a clip it looked foggy.
Okay.
And so I want to give you a clear clip. What's your Instagram?
Wiley Show. WILEYSHOW.
Okay, hold on 1 second. And thank you for reaching out. It really
problem
makes me feel good because it's like, I know a lot of people might say, oh, she trolls and things like that, but just by face value, and just who I am as a person, I've never joked about violence. If
Okay.
if you read my story on my bio, you'll see my dad was abusive to my mom. We moved, and so here, let me okay, I just found you, so let me give you this one.
Okay, because I just dropped you the link. So when you come on camera, because the people want you to be on camera, they was like, "We wanted her on camera," and I said, "Okay, I will let her know."
Yeah, there might be a request, but right now I'm really in a lot of pain. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay, well,
I'll do the best. I would just have to, because I haven't got out of this stress. Oh well, I'll just come.
Okay, do you want to do it on the phone line or something?
Oh no, we can do it live. Did you get the DM? I sent you one video
Okay,
and
let me
that's
see. Let me see. Did I get the message? Um, let me see. Let me check my Instagram. You just sent it. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. You just sent me two things. Oh wow. Okay. You sent me two videos.
Mhm.
Okay, I see it.
You said I'm a what, ma'am? You a hoe, man. Okay, thank you.
Oh wow.
Discrimination at its finest.
Let me log in on my Instagram over here. Hold on 1 second. They called you a man.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Hold on. Let me go to my Instagram. I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, I was telling you, I was like, it was a hate crime, and I wanted to get
Let
it
me
out.
let me play that again. Hold on.
You said I'm a what, ma'am?
You a whole man?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you a man.
Gotcha. Discrimination at its finest. I didn't think you had to label yourself to come and visit somebody at a hotel. But then,
Okay, and that's the guy with the shirt is the man.
no, the guy with the shirt has a message on the back of his shirt.
Oh, it's a
And I
message.
wanted,
Excuse
He's
me,
in,
there are nails used to build the house of failure. Wow. 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 Yeah, so I'm Queen, so I'm about to get ready and go live right now. So
okay. Well, I'll go ahead and end this show. Here, let me
did you click on the link so you could be backstage?
let me put it. I'm gonna copy it and put it in a new chat.
Okay.
Thing. Okay, so I'll go backstage on yours.
Okay, so yeah, I'm about to get ready and go live. So thank you so very much. Was you backstage now?
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm backstage on yours. It just says scheduled.
Okay, yeah, you backstage. Okay, I'm about to go live in about 1 minute.
Okay, I'll see you right over.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you for coming by.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. So Wiley is about to go live. So just give me 1 second. I did want to finish off with my sisters. Because we're giving them acknowledgement. Thank you so much, Wiley, for collaborating with Tulsa. This is very kind of you. You know, God is so good. Oh, God is so good. And I just know, like today, it was a thought of, just keep going. I noticed like some people always say, well, why you give people a chance, or why you do this, or why you do that. It's not about that. I still have to be good. Just because someone does me wrong, or just because someone doesn't see my point, I still have to keep pressing. It's a message. And I think I said that when I started the live. Hello, how are you? So listen, let's wrap this up so we can get over to our brother's house. I just wanted you guys to hear just a piece more of this.
And my Wheaties this morning. Okay. I've never been around a whole bunch of girls who want to empower each other. Casa Ruby is not just an organization, it's a family setting. So when you come here, you're going to fight, you're going to have your daily arguments, but at the end of the day, we stick together in here. I came out as 13 as bisexual, so my family had already knew that I was different. So coming out for me, like, I demanded respect from the jump. My mom said, not this demon in my house, you can't be here. And I was just like, well, okay, I ain't gotta be here then. So I left home, I moved with my sister, and that's where I learned my independence at.
My name is Nala Simone Toussaint. I serve as the Black Trans Advisor to the National Black Justice Coalition. I am also the Transgender Health Advocacy Coordinator at Collinor Community Health Center. I also am the former community organizer at the Oak